We say what they can't radio.
What's going on, y'all? It's basketball our way here. We in Brooklyn. It was Thanksgiving. I gotta make sure you know where we at, you know? I gotta make sure you know where we at. It's been a lot of yo, that crowd, that's a LeBron crowd right there.
That's how it was last
That's
night.
a LeBron James crowd right there. But yo, we wanna hope y'all had a really, really, really good Thanksgiving with your family. No, yes. I was not celebrating killing Indians.
Hold up, let me clarify something. Because I saw a lot of posts and people were like, "I'm not celebrating this. Nobody should celebrate Thanksgiving." Blah blah blah. Going off on people that are celebrating Thanksgiving. Let me explain. Some people are not conscious, and some people are conscious but not ready to deal with or not ready to make a change. However, let's not act like we didn't do things, within our communities that wasn't right. Like, everybody who turned their life around from selling drugs, you was poisoning your community at one time, right? You decided to stop poisoning your community when you got ready, or maybe the police kind of helped you out with that situation.
They sent you on a government-funded vacation a few times.
You know what I mean?
Got your life together.
Right. 3 hots in a cot on my tax dollars. So I'm just saying, everybody people have to become aware and deal with certain things at their time.
But on a serious note, Thanksgiving, especially, life is always moving so fast. Holidays, period, because life is always moving so fast.
Yes.
It gives you a time to stop and spend time with your family.
Right.
When you feel like you don't want to celebrate certain holidays, just ask yourself, when the last time you sat down and had a conversation with your mama?
Or with your grandmother, or
with
your children,
or your nieces and
grandchildren,
nephews and all that.
or whatever.
So it's very important that, all right, if you're not going to celebrate the holiday, or you don't want to call it that, spend time with your family. That's what holidays are really for me.
Yes.
It gives me a time to stop, spend time with my family, and catch up, because stuff start moving so fast, you don't know what happened. But let's get into this a-hole of the week. My a-hole of the week has to be the Carmelo Anthony fan base.
What happened with that?
And I'm one of them. It's a Carmelo Anthony fan base, and I'm one of them. Only because I think a lot of us, we in the now. I see a lot of people on Instagram talking about, saying about Melo, this dude, what's his dude name? D'Antoni don't like him, and this and that about New York and stuff like that. We have to start placing responsibility on people. That's like saying LeBron can't hit free throws and it's the free throw coach fault. Like, no, some responsibility has to be placed on the people who doing these things. So we're going to get into the Carmelo Anthony thing a little later, but to the fan base, like, the problem with this dude from the beginning is not placing responsibility on him.
Right.
There has to be some type of responsibility placed on him and his actions that led to this point. I don't think Carmelo Anthony is being blackballed. I've never seen somebody get blackballed and make all this money.
I've never seen this.
I've never seen somebody get blackballed and make all this money. This is a lot of money to be getting blackballed.
That's bullshit.
$100 million from New York. How much from OKC? Almost $28 million. Another 12 when he came over to Houston. This is a lot of blackballing money. I wish all my people would get blackballed and make almost $200 million.
Well, my asshole of the week is J.R. Smith.
Oh.
He wants to be traded. He don't want to be in Cleveland. And I get it. But dude, you just don't walk away from the team.
I agree.
You don't just walk away from the team because you don't like what's going on. And I get it. You're not playing, but dude, what have you done lately to get minutes or be on the starting lineup? But you just walk away from the team. You took a break.
Yeah, he
don't take a break
until his trade request is honored. He doesn't want to be involved with anything.
I would not. That's
JR,
not business like. He's an asshole.
JR, don't worry, they won't miss your 7 points a game. It's not that deep. The Cavs are still gonna suck. But they beat the 76ers last night. They beat the 76ers last night. But the Cavs won't miss your 7 points a game. It's not like they're taking a big loss. It's good to get somebody as idiotic as you out the locker room. Maybe these young fellas will have a chance. Nobody's missing J.R. Smith.
Absolutely
Nobody.
Not. He's a bum.
Nobody is missing J.R. Smith. But let's get into this rookie report.
He better not talk about no Lakers because his ass ain't coming over there. LeBron ain't got no time.
LeBron
got too many people over there.
LeBron like doing charity. He like charity cases.
He got a few. He got Rondo. He got Rondo. Brandon Ingram. I don't know. He's just ganging all day long. Then he have Stevenson. He don't have time for that.
Let's get into this. I was looking the other day on NBA.com and watching the rookies play. I wanted to get into this little rookie report. Mavs rookie Luka, homie could play. He's averaging 20 points a game. Of course, Dirk is out right now, and they're saying he won't return to I think after the new year. But
is he retiring this year?
I don't know if this is his last dance.
It should be his last dance.
I don't know if he's dancing with Wade. I'm not sure. But this he's been averaging 20 points a game and 7 boards and 4 assists. He's been balling for them, keeping the Mavs even looking competitive and giving somebody to guard every night. But I think this should be Dirk last game. I mean, Dirk last year. I don't know what. Don't even ask me why he even win another 2. It's not like the Mavs are competitive or they looking to do something. Just get out of here and let them rebuild.
Yeah,
I think a lot of older players are holding on and they don't realize how they're holding the franchise back. Also, when they sit there and they not just collect money, but we're still focusing on you.
Yeah,
as a whole, because you're one of them type players. So I think Dirk definitely got to get up out of there. DeAndre Ayton from the Suns, 18 points a game, 10 boards. It don't get when you have a big. Sometimes bigs take a little longer to translate, but when you got a big who come in, average 18 points, grab 10 boards a game for you, that's big. Like that's big. But the Suns suck.
They do.
They suck.
Devin Booker needs to get off that team.
They suck. But it's just it. Do Devin Booker need to get off that team, or does the Suns need to make a better pitch to get a big name over there? You got Booker and you got DeAndre.
It's not gonna. No. It's not gonna work. I don't think no one want to go there.
No, I'm just saying. Of course, I'm just asking. Like, do they need to?
Maybe if they tank and get a good draft pick, that's the only way. Probably somebody want to come over there.
It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a few big names this summer. I think they need to make a pitch to try to get a big name. You have a decent core with them 2 guys. You got somebody who got average a double, and then you got another dude who scores 70 points. I don't see why.
I just feel like he caught a bad break getting drafted to that team.
Sometimes it's not.
No, he caught a bad break.
Sometimes going to certain places gives you time to develop. You can't tell me.
Okay,
how would he look?
He's been in the league 3 years now? 3 or 4 years?
What was his development look on a team that had players? He probably wouldn't play.
That's true, but
he probably wouldn't play. Going to certain teams like the Suns give you time to develop, and then when you get traded, you'll be ready to play. Some dudes miss their development time because they go to a place that's stacked and they sitting on the bench.
I agree, but I just think he needs to go now. I like him.
And then that's another thing. You see what he's doing over there on the Suns? Is he even going to be able to carry a team or do anything for a team?
No, it's not about him carrying a team. I think he needs to be. He could be a good Batman.
Batman.
I mean, a Robin to a Batman. He could be a good Robin to a Batman.
The playoffs. I'm about to say, yeah. But where?
Listen, I really believe. Let me tell you something. I was just watching Brandon Ingram play last night, and I watch him a lot, and I'm looking at him, and I don't see the hype. I don't see he's inconsistent. I don't see all the stuff that people are talking about with this guy. I don't see it.
All right.
Then I would trade him ASAP. I would trade him ASAP.
Now listen. Well, as far as just looking at him from a basketball standpoint, I see what the hype is. The dude is 6'10", and he can dribble and get to the basket. What the problem is any player that's not on LeBron's level that comes to that team is going to have to adjust. That's number one. And number two, LeBron's going to have to restore confidence back in them because they're going to naturally take a back seat to him. It's natural. They're going to naturally take a back seat to him. Ingram, anybody that comes on that team has to believe they're good enough to play next to LeBron. Has to be good enough to play in that limelight. You can get a player that's probably better. That's going to struggle from the same thing. Who's to say? Let's say mess around. They trade him and they get Devin Booker. Devin Booker, the only light he playing in is the 100 degrees in Arizona. And then you get over here and you playing under LeBron. Who say he don't fold under that pressure?
We need a shooter. Devin Booker is a shooter.
I'm not saying that. Who says he doesn't fold under that pressure?
I don't think so. I don't think so. The franchise he came from
in Arizona, son. They're not doing anything. You go and you playing with LeBron James. Every reporter is in the locker room every night. They asking. It's not the same.
He grew up around basketball, though, Shelby.
You didn't grow up around LeBron James.
He grew up around basketball. His father played basketball. He went to one of the biggest. Hold on. When he went to Kentucky, listen to what I'm saying to you. When he went to Kentucky at that time was one of the biggest franchises. That was the first team in college basketball history that had 2 starting 5 teams.
What I'm saying to you
is he had a platoon system. You put 5 in and take 5 out. So he was used to being around a certain kind of height.
The LeBron effect is going to affect any player.
I think he'll be fine. He's been in the league long enough. I think he would be fine.
It's going to affect
He would be a good Robin to Batman. I think he'll be a good Robin to Batman. Get Ingram up out of there. He don't shoot. He can't shoot.
None of them dudes can shoot.
My point. So let's get a shooter. I mean, let's get a good shooter. Let's get a person that is a shooter.
I'm telling
not
you,
a streaky shooter that can shoot the ball at a high clip. That is Devin Booker. I think he's good.
Anybody that comes and plays next to LeBron is going to have a shell shock, especially when they're not used to that type of attention. Don't just because he's a good shooter, then he get in LA and can't hit a shot.
He's been in the league.
He has not played next to LeBron James.
And no one. So what? That means he can't play next to LeBron James.
Okay, I'm telling you.
Does that mean he can't play next to LeBron James?
I think this is not to give excuses to any teammate he's ever had. You get next to LeBron James, they start losing as a team. It's not LeBron's fault. It's y'all fault. Y'all can't produce. We was hard on the Cavaliers last year. We wasn't hard on LeBron. We was hard on the supporting cast.
Oh, I was hard on everybody.
Wait.
I was hard on him too.
It's not easy playing next to that guy. It has nothing to do with him. It has to come with what comes next to him.
So is that the reason why Kyrie wanted to leave?
No. Kyrie wanted to leave for different reasons. This has nothing to do with Kyrie. But Kyrie is one of them dudes who can perform under the limelight. Everybody can't do that.
Devin Booker, give him a chance. I think he would be fine.
You want to take a chance? You want to trade away?
We're taking a chance with the players we have now.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying to you. You're not thinking the schematics of that. You want to take a chance. You want to trade away.
Ingram got to go.
It's not just only going to be Ingram. It's going to be other things involved in that trade. You trade away whatever you put with Ingram. You get Devin Booker.
Nah, but see, I don't listen. The only way I can see Phoenix more. Phoenix is not on the rise right at this moment. So I think
that's the exact reason why they're not just going to let you take Ingram and give them Booker. You obviously
give Ingram. I'm looking at it from my point.
You think it's a distinction between Ingram and Booker? You don't think Phoenix think that?
No.
Yes, they do.
Because
they know Booker. They know Booker is better. They're not just gonna let you say.
Okay.
I'm not saying he's not.
Listen. Point proven. You just said they know Booker is better than Brandon.
This is
Ingram.
what I'm saying to you. Hold on. No. That's not basketball. This is what I'm saying to you. We're gonna take Ingram. We're gonna get Booker. That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah,
tell me. No, it ain't. No, it
enough.
ain't. It's not enough against Golden State. It's barely enough against Houston. It's not enough. Why are we going to take Ingram and get rid of him so early? We could wait till the summer and try to get somebody bigger. Booker is not going to be enough. And why are we worried about what's happening this year?
No. I'm not saying no. Listen, I'm not saying that book. And
you know what you're going to have to do with Booker?
Enough.
And you know what you're going to have to do with Booker, what you're not going to have to do with Ingram? You know that contract Booker got over there?
He has a big contract.
You get that big contract, and then you still gonna have to add pieces to that. How much money you gonna have left after you get Booker? No, it's not the answer. Because we're going for somebody who is good, but he's not gonna be enough. He's not gonna be enough to cap that. He's not gonna be enough.
So who do you think who do you think the Lakers is going to get?
Well, in
the off season.
In the off season
next year.
I'd say we go for something bigger than Booker.
Who?
That's all I'm saying.
Do you think Kevin Durant is coming to the Lakers?
Kevin Durant is going wherever the money go.
Do you think Kawhi Leonard is coming to the Lakers?
Honestly, that's up in the air.
Do you think Klay Thompson is coming to the Lakers?
Well, who knows what's going to happen over there? All that is up in the air. This is what I'm saying. But you just named 3 players, right? In the offseason who are definitely probably going somewhere who are better than Booker.
No. This is what I'm getting at. No, this is what I'm saying. You're saying let's wait till the offseason. Okay. When I say let's get Devin Booker, I'm not talking about like waiting to the offseason. I'm talking about that around January time when they do these different trades and they do all this swapping and bam, bam, bam. I feel like this is my thing. I feel don't make a move, not unless you're going to get something that's going to be valuable to the team, or wait until the offseason and try to get one of these big names. But I just don't feel like none of those players are going to come to the Lakers.
I don't feel like the Lakers need to make any move in January. I don't think it changes anything. You go and get Booker in January, and it doesn't change anything.
No, let's just say anyone, not Booker. I just like him. Okay,
you go and get somebody in January. That team still is going to go through the same growing process. Yeah, we're going to win a few more games because you got another player. But rushing. We knew when Braun came here this year that this wasn't gonna happen. It's gonna turn into anything. Why? Because they got a lot of growing to do, a lot of young players. So the same thing. Do we have that same attitude about Lonzo?
What about him?
Should he need to go?
I don't listen. I'm praying.
He ain't playing no better than Ingram.
Listen, I'm about to say, I'm hoping and praying that Lonzo all of those players start to play to their.
That's what I'm saying. All of them guys, none of them are playing to their potential. We just can't go get rid of everybody. Sometimes you just need an adjustment period.
The Wizards trying to get rid of everybody.
Oh, yeah,
they put everybody on the chopping block over there. They want to get rid of the whole team.
Well, the Wizards on the chopping block should have been done. I thought that last year. I didn't see why they kept holding on with Scott Brooks and Bill and Wall, which are, by the way, 2 Robins. They're not Batmans. They're not going to carry a team.
Right,
They're not going to lead a team to a championship.
I agree.
Why are we holding on with them guys when we could just get rid of them, move them, and now it looks bad this year because now they don't only look like bad, like not good players. They look like bad teammates.
No, I agree.
Teams don't like to deal with that part. So now you moving them when they a little less valuable. Because now they look like bad teammates. That's bad. I feel bad for that Wizard organization, but they held on too long.
But listen. I just feel like, first of all, John Wall, to me, is not taking it seriously. And maybe he's going through something mentally. Maybe the whole thing with his team, because he's out drinking and stuff 24 hours or less before he has a game. He looks kind of overweight. His face looks kind of fat.
He definitely look out of shape.
That's the alcoholic face.
Definitely look out of shape.
Right. I think he's not taking this seriously, and I feel like they got to make some changes. John Wall needs to, in the off season, he needs to get his ass in shape, be in the gym, be somewhere trying to work on his craft. He is too young and too gifted to go out like that.
The situation with this whole trading thing and everybody being on the chopping block is very stressful. I'm not saying that he should be out there chug-a-lugging. I'm just saying it's stressful. Like, you just think about it. Bill and him and a lot of this core team has spent a lot of time together. They're family.
Right.
And for it to come to this, where it's like, yo, we got to break this apart. And it's coming from the organization. Like, they're not asking no questions. They're not saying, usually some organizations sit down with a star, like i.e. LeBron or Kerry and those guys and say, what we trying to do this offseason, trying to make plans. They're not doing that. They're saying, all of y'all could go.
Right, because
that's a stressful thing, especially not knowing when you're going to end up.
But that's your fault.
No, definitely the responsibility.
So the responsibility is on that. It's on him. Those players.
But was too much responsibility put on him in the beginning, thinking that he could be a leader of a franchise?
He was the number 1 draft pick. You damn right. That comes full circle.
Sometimes you're the number 1 draft pick because of the draft.
Listen, okay, but hold up. But he embraced it.
No.
He was number 1 draft pick. He went to the Wizards, and he's yet to get out of the second round.
Sometimes it doesn't mean you're the best player.
No, I get it. I get it. But did he ever
was the best player coming out of the draft?
Did he ever get past the second round?
No. But in his defense, I don't feel like the Wizards never put up a good fight to even do that. They never built anything.
John Wall.
They went and got Bill. They got Bill. All right.
Which to me is a little bit. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from John Wall, but here lately, to me, Bradley Beal have been playing better than John Wall.
I honestly, that's my honest
opinion.
And
maybe it's because
I don't like Bill's game.
He's out of shape and he's not focused.
I don't like Bill's game at all. But it has nothing to do with how he can produce. I just don't like his game. But he produces. But just since, like you said, he's playing better now. I've seen past playoff experiences when he's played like doodle.
When they both play like doodle.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they put too much pressure.
That should have been broken up.
John Wall was the number 1 draft pick because of the draft. I don't feel like he was never in a position to be anything bigger than what he is.
Nah, he could have been. I think he could have been. I just don't think he put. He put 100% effort into that. See, people think. Listen, let me say something. Everybody is not like LeBron, and I'm using him as an example. He is a phenom. When he came into this league, who he had to work on his game. He had to get better. He had to adjust to certain things. He had to do a whole bunch of things, but he did all of those things. And then he's just naturally athletic. It comes natural to him. Some people, and John Wall has that natural ability. He's very athletic, but some people have to work harder on their craft. You're not going to get no better if you drinking and drugging the night before a game.
All right, don't act like you've been doing this his whole career.
Who knows?
Don't do that.
We don't know that.
Don't do that. I watched plenty of seasons when John Wall put his heart into the basketball. I feel like right now he's at a time where he's just discouraged. Everybody deals with it differently. I've seen times where LeBron is discouraged and he's totally not did anything in basketball games. And that should be against the law for him.
For a whole year?
I'm not saying that. This is not
for a whole
season. It's been 4 weeks. It's been 4 weeks.
Okay, last year they did too much and nothing too. Let's be real.
As a team, you cannot put all of this on John Wall. He is not a Batman. He is a Robin in the shoes of a Batman.
On that team, he is a Bat. On that team, he's considered Batman. That's his team.
Anybody who had hopes of him being anything more than being, to me, a secondary option, I don't know what you're watching. Maybe watching two different things.
That's what I'm talking about. We're not talking about.
Hold on, wait. That's his team because that franchise wasn't smart enough. Now they want to get rid of everybody. That franchise wasn't doing the right thing from the beginning. John Wall was never a dude who was going to carry you to a championship. Neither was Bill. I don't know what they was doing from the beginning. That was never a setup that was going to work. You know what that remind me of? That's just like Laurie and DeRozan. It's the same thing. Anybody who thought that they was going to do anything past that bump they had, like, what do you thought was going to happen? Those are two dudes who need a superstar. They're stars. They need a superstar. So anybody who thought there was going to be anything better than that, I don't know what they was watching. I love John Wall game. He ain't Kyrie. He ain't Kerry. He's not those dudes as far as point guards go.
He could have been.
But see, in the same
if he would have
aspect,
worked on his game,
in the same aspect,
he could have been that great.
But he's not. Sometimes French, if he would have worked, that goes with a lot of guys. You got to take it what it is. He's not that dude. They should have broken up a long time ago or got rid of one.
I agree.
Like Toronto did. Now they got rid of one. They got a superstar in Kawhi, and now they're doing something. Now you're going to give up your most. You're trying to get rid of both value players and start from scratch because you waited too long.
Listen.
And I hate to see this happen to John Wall. Why? Because he's a talented dude, and right now he's just in a space where it looks like he's defeated.
John Wall has to. No, I agree. John Wall has to come to grips with this. You are still young. He still have time to do the things he needs to do to get to the level that he needs to be on. But he has to want to do that. And I feel when he leaves that team and if he goes somewhere else in a different environment, a different type of team and owners and stuff like that, I think he will be fine.
That has a superstar and he can be a star. He's not a superstar. I'm sorry. He ain't better than Dame Lillard. He ain't better than.
Oh, he's definitely not better than Damian Lillard.
He's not better. So then, where does he fall on the point?
And they still not going nowhere. I think they need to do something with that team.
They do.
They got swept in the first round, right? With the Pelicans last year. I mean, just in the playoffs.
But that show you the weight of Damian Lillard. They're making the playoffs. They get swept in the first round. They're making the playoffs.
Well, the Warriors. I mean, the Wizards have made the playoffs too.
And they should have went further. Them dudes is not good enough. They're not good enough. I like McCollum. They need more players. But in the same breath, Wall and Bill are just like DeRozan and this dude, what's his name? They should have been broke this up.
I agree.
And Laurie. They should have been broke this up.
I agree.
It was never going nowhere. Got broken glass. I'm getting mad.
Mazel
tov. Yo, but in that light, let's talk about what everybody been talking about.
What's that?
Durant versus your dude Green.
Listen, my dude.
Your dude. He got your type of attitude. He fiery, cursing people out. That's your dude.
Listen,
your dude.
To my defense, I'm a woman and I deal with 85% emotions on a daily basis. Literally.
Well, to men's defense, some of them are women and they deal with 85% emotions.
The only time I probably not deal with my emotions is when I'm sleeping. I don't know what's going on in my head then. However, I saw today an interview that he did, and he was just like they asked him, how did he feel about Draymond Green getting suspended, and he was like, I don't care. So they were like, the guy who interviewed him today was like, why did you say that? Whatever. He said, what the hell was I supposed to say? Like, I don't care. Listen, he said it's not a big deal. I believe this.
Oh, it's a big deal.
This dude is very emotional.
It's a big deal,
Draymond Green is very emotional. Draymond Green is not going to change who he is, he said.
Draymond Green is an emotional leader.
He said he's not changing who he is. He's going to be who he is. So pretty much this is what he's saying to Kevin Durant. I don't give a fuck about you. You a bitch, like I said. And that's that. I deal with my emotions, and that's just what it is. That's what he said in so many words.
Listen.
And Kevin Durant said, oh, no, we're good. We're cool. That's what you're supposed to say. But Kevin Durant, hold on. Kevin Durant, your brother sent he tweeted something.
Yo, and that's another message. Athletes, get your siblings under
and
control.
Your mothers.
And your parents and your families under control. It's another situation where
because Draymond Green's mother is wicked too.
When Wiggins was having a back and forth and then his brother made a comment about that whole Jimmy Butler situation. Get a trap on your siblings' mouth.
Because at the end of the day, you got to come into the locker room with these dudes every day.
And the headline don't say Wiggins. The headlines don't say Wiggins' brother's name. It said Wiggins said it's coming from him. That's what I'm saying. You got to get your siblings and all that under control. But to get back into the situation, playing on a team, like we've said a million times before, it's like a family. people have seen you at your lowest points.
Yeah.
People have seen you at your highest.
But how do you call a man a bitch?
Listen. I think he said more than that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you what I think he
Suck
said.
my penis,
No,
bitch?
I don't think he said that. Listen.
What?
He probably said something like, "That's why you sleep next to your mama every night. She holds you, rock you to sleep. You know, you're mama's boy.
Fuck your mother.
Yeah, your mama is an MVP. I had her last night. She was the most valuable player." He probably said something in that.
That's fighting words.
And what I'm saying,
he
is
didn't
that
fight him after that.
Durant ain't one of those. Shit. That's Westbrook. You got the wrong thunder. That's
Did you see that embrace they had at the end of the game?
Wait. Let's finish this and we'll get to that. Listen.
Is he going back to OKC?
That'd be Listen, this is what I'm saying.
We
all know as teammates, when you've been playing with somebody for a little while, what you can do to get to them real fast and get them going. You know what you can say that's going to have your teammate ready to punch you in your face. You know. You've been around them. They're kind of like your sibling.
I'm trying to figure out what's my trigger. You know what
Somebody talk about your kids.
Right, no,
but they're going to do something to your kids.
That's true, but you know what else my biggest trigger is?
Somebody questioning your intelligence or try to act like you're stupid.
Because listen, this is me. If I say something, 9 times out of 10, I researched it. So don't fucking tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I hate when people do that. So that gets me.
Yeah, that's one of yours. I know that.
I don't like that. I'm ready to. I want to fight now because I researched it. I know. What I'm
Green
about.
was dead wrong for calling him a B or whatever else he said.
He called it how he see it. He is a bitch.
I did put that.
Why
on the
you
gram.
mad if that's who you are?
I did put that on the gram. I was like, all that Green said, did he lie?
Basically, he's a bitch.
We won without you. He didn't lie. I don't think he should have said it, but he didn't lie. But listen, we all know the things we can say to get to a person that we know him really well.
But the real reason why they won it was because Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving went down.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying. That's the real reason. Draymond.
Of course, but they won without you.
But Draymond had to go. But Draymond had to go and court. But see, you know why? You know why Kevin Durant feel how he feel? Because your bitch ass Draymond Green, dude, you didn't even let the sweat. He didn't even shower at the game
uniform
7.
On. He ran to the lot. He ran to the phone in his uniform
inside the freaking parking lot
before the press conference.
Right, and called him.
But listen, this is what I'm saying.
So y'all needed Kevin Durant because y'all wouldn't have had 2 more championships.
Green was dead wrong, but this was bound to happen. All of this talk about who's leaving, who's doing this, the reporters, they egging it on, they asking questions and things. Now, I watched that last play. Green should have gave that ball to him.
100% he should have gave that
ball to him. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, Green is a point forward. He handles the ball for them all the time. It's the end of the basketball game.
You want to get the ball in the best player on that team.
And
that's either Stephen Curry, which was not there,
or Durant,
or Kevin Durant.
So him not giving him that basketball and turn it over the way he did, he should have gave that ball. You don't look, and this is what I'm saying. I like Green. I like his attitude. I like the way he played. But bro, on another team, you a regular Joe. You're a regular Joe. You a Tristan Thompson, or you a regular Joe. Durant goes nowhere. He's a regular Joe. He's still the second best player in the world.
He is.
Still,
he's
no
just
matter
a bitch.
Where he go. Yeah, he is one. Yeah. But no matter where he goes, he's the second best player in the world. But this is the question: do you think Durant is leaving? With all this being said, the argument, the suspension, and that suspension came from the actual franchise and then come from the league. So when the team and the organization suspends you, that's crazy.
I think
and they said more words were said once they got in the locker room.
Listen, I think they sent a message to Draymond Green, and that is this dude right here is someone that we need. They understand that you, Draymond, you are the heart and soul of this team. You are all of that. However, we can get rid of you and still be good. Still be great. Definitely. So I think them suspending him, because listen, he almost had a fight with Steve Kerr, the coach.
Yeah.
And they fined him. They didn't suspend him. That should have warranted a suspension.
Honestly, besides it just being a message, I also think that suspension was more of a like I said, it was reprimanded just because of the past situations, like you said, him having words with Steve Kerr and about to fight him when he had the bad back and all of that. Like that was more.
He tried to take advantage of a man when he was down. He was gonna fight him with the bad back.
Nah, but for real, that was just like, yo, you wilding. Here, go take a seat.
Yeah.
Draymond said he's not gonna change.
He's not.
Your team might change. You better slow it down, brother.
He's not.
Because they only can pay one of y'all.
He's not, and I think if Kevin Durant, because see, Kevin Durant could be like a beat, like, oh, I'm a bitch, I'm this and the third. Okay, well, look, I'm staying.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna demand X, Y, and Z.
I'm gonna tell a franchise I want to stay,
and I want X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be giving him a farewell party.
Hold on, if you're a franchise, I can't even say that because everybody's gonna say Durant. Everybody's gonna say Durant.
I'm gonna say Durant. Draymond Green, he can go somewhere else. And let me tell you where Draymond Green would fit good at. Draymond Green would fit good on the Spurs. He'd be great on the Spurs.
Yeah, give him a role. Pop
He'd
find
be
a
great
role for him.
because that's the type of see what Popovich do is he take players
and put them where they need to be.
Right, and he make them great. Mm-hmm. So he can go over to the Spurs and he'd be great.
But he don't fall on the Spurs. He's gonna be like anywhere else.
Put him on the Wizards. Hey, what the hell?
Anywhere else, he's not an all-star.
He's not.
He
barely made the all-star over there on the Warriors. He's not.
But if Durant does leave, where would you like to see him go?
Where I want to see Durant go?
I say New York, man. I'm being an advocate for the city. I say New York. We got the money to pay him.
Oh yeah.
I say New York.
But he's not going to go now unless another player go. I don't think he's going to go now. Now see if Kyrie go, I think Kevin Durant's going to go.
Kyrie's not going to New York if Durant go.
Because it's not going to be his team.
Not going to be his team. I don't unless he think it is. But that's still the second best player in the world, bro. Yeah, that's not your team. That's Kevin Durant's team. So.
But did you hear what Kyrie's saying that basketball is not his life and he's going to retire in his late 30s.
That's his body saying that.
The
earth is flat.
He need a 14 to 15 vet in the locker room, but he wasn't talking about nobody in particular.
I say, boys say the earth is flat. Keep walking until you get to the corner. Stupid. He just dumb as a doorknob. Like, keep walking till you reach the corner of the earth and just walk off.
So you know who probably told him that? That white girl he got that baby with. He do. He got a baby with old Sally.
Listen.
Sally Mae.
I would like to see Durant go to New York City. I really would. They could pay him. I feel like it's a fresh start. He needs to prove himself without those guys that he can win a championship. If he could get New York a championship,
it's not going to happen.
Listen. If he could get New York a championship,
it's not going to happen. Not in this lifetime. We're going to be dead when that happens.
If
both of us. So that's a long.
Hold on.
I'm planning on living till I'm like 100.
Wait, but it's your time. Hold on. Hold on. So you telling me Durant go to this is different.
Kevin Durant go to New York.
Wait, because I want you to speak about, and I really don't like this dude. He's a girl, but I want you to speak about him in the light of him being the second best player in the world.
Your hands is so small.
Anyway,
okay.
Listen, Durant go to New York.
Uh-huh.
KP come back.
Okay.
It got Knox. I love Knox. I really like his game.
Yeah, they got a nice little young core for the first time in a long time.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Okay.
And then I don't like Frank at all.
Me neither. That was a dumbass. You know what? What's the name did that on purpose? That was his going away present.
Bang.
He said,
take that.
Phil Jackson said, I'm going to give you on this bum ass point guard and act like he's the best thing that's walking. He's not. Because see, when he bumped LeBron when doing that game, I wanted LeBron to punch him in the face. But see, that's not LeBron. LeBron just punched him in the face.
And they mess around and they get a better point guard.
Right.
Like as I told you, I don't like Durant, but he's not one of these regular dudes.
They are not winning a championship.
So they can't make it out the East with that team.
You mean like go to the finals?
Yeah.
No, they're not. I mean, listen, on paper, they could. On paper, and this is what I'm saying to you, Shelby. Do you not realize who we're talking about? We're talking about Kevin Durant being a leader, being the franchise player of a team. That is not what he wants. He shies away from that. So can you imagine the game on the line, like what was that? Game 4 against OKC and Warriors, and he freaking folded.
What we're not taking into account is this, right?
It's not going to work.
Listen.
It's not going to work.
Listen. Let me give you some symmetry. Let me put this together for you. We're not taking account to this, right? Before LeBron went to the Heat, there was something about him that was missing. I don't know what it was. I don't know. It was
he
something.
He didn't go to college.
No. Of course. Yeah,
so
hold on. But it was still something about him that was missing. And I feel like when he went to Miami, he found it.
Okay.
Then he left Miami. He was able to go back to Cleveland. He was able to lead them to a championship.
Oh,
I honestly feel like
that's a different comparison. Like,
no. What I'm saying to you is, I feel like that thing that Durant was missing from OKC,
he found it in the Warriors.
I do.
So he gonna go to New York and win the championship?
I said I didn't lead him to the final. I feel like if Durant goes to the Knicks with a team that's decent, with a point guard, with another point guard, and KP, I feel like they can make it out the East.
It's not gonna happen.
I feel like they can make it out the East.
On paper, it's great. On paper, he should be able to do that. But you know what? It's not going to happen.
I feel like they can make it
he
out
don't
the East.
possess that much, to me, courage and belief in himself to do that. I don't think he can do that.
I feel like they can make it out the East.
I don't think
I like the other teams in the East, but
he can't do it. It's not going to work.
But Durant is just, as much as I said, I don't like him, but his talent level.
I really honestly believe Durant is going to go somewhere where he can be a great player on the team, but he don't have to be the one that takes all the
I
flack.
feel like it's a total opposite. I feel like Durant finally understands in order to cement his legacy, he has to go somewhere where he has to lead all the way. If he goes to another team where he's just gonna be part of the group and he's not David Ruffin, he's a part of the Temptations.
He want to be part of Temptations.
No. But I'm saying I feel like this summer he
don't want
knows
to be David.
he has to go be David Ruffin because if
he
want
to be Otis.
No, nobody came to see you, Otis. Listen, he goes somewhere he mess around and be Otis or Dresser, the dancer. I'm telling you, it's always gonna be a butt behind his name.
He don't care.
I'm telling
He's
you,
a two-time
this summer,
champion, two-time MVP.
This summer,
what, 9-10-time
we gonna put it
All-Star? He don't care.
We're gonna put it here. He's going somewhere where he has to leave.
He want the money.
He's going,
and
listen, you think about only the big
He
markets.
kind of look like this too. I'm just thinking about all that money.
Listen,
That's what got Draymond mad. Cause Draymond know he ain't getting no big payday.
Listen, if he's money hunting, the only markets that can pay him
is pay
or
is
trash franchises.
Right, I agree. But
so wherever he go, he gonna have to leave.
That's all he care about
money.
though. He ain't worrying about going to no finals, winning no championship.
I'm telling you, especially
that dude ain't got the heart. He was not born with the heart to want to do that.
LeBron wasn't either.
Who?
LeBron wasn't either.
Listen,
he wasn't.
LeBron was the chosen one. Did you not see his back and his tattoo?
God didn't make that. He
chosen
went to the man on the boulevard.
Chosen one. He was the chosen one.
Listen. Like I said, LeBron,
he dominated from game one,
and I love him. It was something missing, and still sometimes when I watch him in certain situations,
nah, he's fine.
No. Still sometimes when I watch him in certain situations, it's like he got to cut a certain little switch on. Something get him mad. Somebody knock him in the head. Something like that. Somebody push him in the chest.
He's complacent, and LeBron doesn't like. Listen to me. We both know that if LeBron went out there every night and play at a high clip and be aggressive from the opening tip, he can score 40 points there every night. But hold up. But he wasn't. But that's not what I'm saying to you. He wants to get his team involved, so he don't mind taking a backseat a little bit.
I'm not talking about that aspect of the game. It has nothing to do with jump shot scoring, rebounding. I'm talking about it's I can't put my finger on it
because it's nothing for you to put your finger on.
It's something.
Well, I'm gonna need for you to say
something that. For instance, check this. After game one last year, after homie pulled that BS, J.R. Smith, with the rebound or whatever, and he didn't shoot the ball, or whatever. After he pulled that, right?
Right.
You can't tell me. Games 2 to 4.
He was burnt out. He was burnt out. He didn't play 82 regular season games. He played 2 games. He went to 2 game sevens in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Then he went. No, he was burnt out. I'm not holding that against him.
I'm gonna hold everybody to.
He was burnt out. No one. You can't hold everybody to a standard because no one did that.
I'm gonna hold everybody to the same. What's the name? I don't want to hear no excuse. He was burnt out. He gave up. He was tired. I don't care what you say.
He was burnt out.
He gave up. He was tired.
He knew he had to carry his team.
He was defeated. He was defeated
He carried
mentally.
that team. 82 plus 100 and something.
He was defeated mentally. He definitely was defeated physically, and he gave up. He was ready to go. His house
was already.
His house already had the decor in it in L.A. He was done.
His house been that way in L.A.
He was done. He was done.
But the point is, he was
done.
He was physically over it.
So like I said,
no one's playing. He's playing. He's dragging his team on his back through freaking challenges after game, night after night. He went through 2 game sevens. After playing 82 games, and he wasn't complacent.
So much is given, much is required. I don't care. I don't want to hear that about LeBron James.
It don't matter.
I don't want to hear that.
You're 33 years old in your 15th season. You play 82 games.
I don't want to hear that.
You had to go to 2 game sevens in the playoffs, then drag your way to play against these dudes. And these other dudes were like freaking Tito's. He was Michael Jackson and a bunch of fucking Tito's. He didn't have no help.
I don't want to hear that.
He had no help.
He gave up.
He was done.
He gave up.
That he's one man, and he played. He played every game.
He gave up. It's okay.
He played every game. Kevin Durant has never ever had to be that valuable to his team. Never.
He gave up. I'm sorry.
Anywhere, listen. When LeBron was in Cleveland the first time, he had to be the man. Even when he came over to Miami Heat, yes, he had Dwayne Wade and he had Chris Bosh, but he still had to be the man. Then when he left to go back to Cleveland, he had to be the man. And now on the Lakers, he has never had it easy. He never had it easy.
I'm fully aware of.
Kevin Durant got it easy.
I'm fully
Kevin
aware.
Durant come on a 79 and what
I'm fully
team?
aware of his history as a basketball player, but he gave up.
And 100%, and I don't feel no way about it.
It is what it is.
I don't feel no way about it. When you got a team up 3-1, you supposed to close that game out. That game y'all should have been done. No, y'all let them come back and beat y'all. Then the next season you go join the same team that beat you.
He gave up, man. I don't care what
Kevin Durant will never ever possess those qualities that LeBron has as a basketball player and as a human being and as a person that want to be great. He will never ever be that caliber of a player or a person because he doesn't have that type of personality to be that.
And with all that said, he gave up.
It doesn't matter.
With all that said,
it doesn't matter.
What you say about Kevin Durant?
It don't matter. No one expected LeBron James to get that bum ass team that he got through to the finals anyway.
Oh no one like who?
No, it was a lot of people. I didn't, and it wasn't on him. It was on because he didn't have help.
Hold on.
That was my argument.
And you're right. All year. You didn't expect for them to get to
because of his team.
And you could go back and run the footage.
Because of his team. Because of his team. And it had nothing to do with him. I knew it was going to be a struggle when this man played every game.
Last year, listen.
But you think he wanted to play 82 games?
Mom, listen.
Do you think he wanted to?
Listen.
He had no choice.
Listen, that wasn't his fault. That was Tyronn Lue's fault.
He had no choice.
He played him number 2.
He wanted to.
He shouldn't have played him that many games because at the end of the day, they still was number 5 in the East.
He wanted to, though.
He shouldn't have played 82 games.
And he did it, and then he freaking was totally
and that's why
mentally broken down.
Tyronn Lue don't have a job, not just because this year. Tyronn Lue don't have a job, and just suppose last year as well.
Well, he got $13 million.
Yeah, I'm just saying. His job. People think, he just got fired. No, because it's bad start. No, he got fired with last year as well.
No, of course. And then LeBron leave.
He got
didn't
fired
help
with
the
last
situation.
year as well.
So I agree.
Before we get out of here, let's just talk about briefly this Melo situation. It was episode we're gonna get back to later. Them and Houston are parting ways. And like I said, as a fan of basketball first, anybody who knows me really, really well know I was a Melo fan.
Yeah, you were.
Since the beginning of the time.
You were.
A very big Melo fan. I was a Melo fan for the same reason people saw a Melo fan. He can play basketball. He can score the basketball. Yeah. And when he can score, it's always what he's been able to do. He can score the basketball. My problem is not with the whole New York situation because at the end of the day, I don't feel like he lost in that situation. He got $100 million before they was even giving that out. They wasn't even giving that out to people.
No, what's his name got? How much did what's his name got when he went there before?
Sotomayor?
Yeah, he got $100 million.
That's what I'm saying. He got $100 million before that was a thing. You get what I'm saying? Now they're just giving $100 million out like hotcakes. But
100, 200, 300.
Yeah. But that's what the
LeBron should get like $400 million.
Okay. Anyway, but this is the thing.
He should get like $400.
This is the thing with the excuses. There were a lot of offers on the table last year or this past summer for Melo to go. And he chose to go to Houston.
Right. To a coach that don't like him.
Like something was going to change. You spent all them years in New York with him. Number 2, Houston last year came out number 1 in the West with that same coach.
And damn near beat
what they did.
The Cavs. The Warriors.
What commentators are saying, they undervalued certain bench players that they had.
Yep. Defensively,
and went and got Melo. And it's just not working out. But we got to place some responsibility on Melo.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear nobody say to me, a lot of people, Melo was never the man. He's a piece. They don't give a piece $100 million.
No.
A piece don't get $100 million.
No.
I'm sorry.
He's supposed to have been a franchise player. He was definitely a franchise player in Denver.
A franchise player get $100 million. A piece don't get $100 million.
No, I agree.
But in the same breath, let's just talk about this Houston situation. They had a bad start. All that is not Melo's fault at all. It's not. I'm not gonna sit there and say their whole bad start is Melo's fault. No. They are adjusting without having 2 intricate pieces of their team leaving. But I don't think
because Ariza was a good defensive player and a good shooter.
I think they did Melo a favor because it wasn't going to work out anyway.
And why keep him? Let him go and see if he can get.
It wasn't going to work out anyway. Like I said,
but he need to go spend some time with his daughter.
What? That ain't got nothing to do with basketball.
No, I'm.
That ain't got nothing to do with basketball. That's not nice. From rumors, they both was cheating. The only thing he did was bring home a baby. Yeah.
Who was she cheating with? Mano? That ain't true.
Listen, you just don't bring home a baby. You know what I'm saying? That's you cross the line. You brought home a baby.
You did. No.
That's when you cross the line.
Go see your baby because that girl was on Instagram upset. Go see your daughter. Take care of your daughter.
She was upset about what?
I don't know. She tried to break up a happy home. That's what she get. What the fuck you thought?
Happy home. I'm not gonna say all
that.
What
I mean is this. Women. No, what I mean is like women get upset when you dealing with a married man until you get pregnant. Well, you guys get pregnant and then he don't leave his wife and then you're mad. Why are you mad?
Oh, that's true.
You
'Cause
was
he
the
ain't let
side chick.
He ain't
Duh.
Lala go. He ain't let Lala go nowhere.
Like,
But-
come on.
But where do you want to see Melo go?
Well, I want Melo. Maybe things have to align themselves, and this is when you get good things happening to you when things align themselves.
What's that mean?
Like, first, you need to make everything right with God first because you did cheat outside of your marriage.
No. You know what, Ma? I honestly, when you started this, I was like, I don't know where she's going with this. But this is right. This is actually a really good thing to follow.
Right.
When I was in college and I was playing basketball, yes, people out play basketball. We're not just up here because we just
I didn't play basketball.
Yeah, but she was a basketball mom. That's
I
okay.
was.
But
high heels on and everything.
Listen, my coach used to always say, when things are going right in your personal life, meaning you're doing well in school, because he's in college, you're doing well in school, things at home are okay, are good. Everything else will fall in line as far as basketball. When everything else is hectic, when you worry about your paper you didn't do, or you didn't do the paper, so now your grade gonna be bad. Mm-hmm. When all those things are bad, you got overdrafts on your credit card, and you worried that your mother keep telling you don't overdraft, and you keep overdrafting, and then you got to call your mother in the middle of the week for money when they just gave you money the first day, like the beginning of the week. Yeah, that was you. Oh, I don't remember that. That was a long years.
I remember.
Listen, but for real,
but
when
things ain't going right, things happen on the court.
Things happen on the court. So I do agree with that. He needs to fix a lot. He has time now to fix a lot of things.
He does
in his personal life.
He needs some counseling. Him and Lala, they need to come to grips that he has that beautiful little baby. She just turned 1, I believe, and he needs to fix those situations. And then maybe the basketball, everything will all come, full circle. But dude, you gotta fix your home life, because you can't be 100% effective doing something else if things are not right at your home base, because your home base is what keep you focused and keep you, grounded.
Well, I actually agree with you. I probably never agree with you all show today, but I actually agree with you on that point. Making sure that your home life is good off the court, and also and that stuff will spill into basketball, definitely, especially when you come out with Anthony. And for all my Melo fans, Melo got a lot of money. He'll be all right, y'all. Yeah, he'll be all right.
If he loved the game of basketball, he will rededicate himself to his craft and try to be. He's never going to be a defensive player. So all these the owners, if y'all thinking Melo is going to be a defensive player, it's not going to happen.
Where would you like to see him go though? Because
China.
Ma. She said fix his home life, then send him to China. Ma.
New start.
Take the baby, Lala.
No. That baby got to stay here in the States with her mama. Do not go over there and make no babies. Take Lala and the little boy, his son. Listen. I like to see Melo. I really would like to see Melo. What's his son name?
I forgot. Hey, my kid, you asking me for? You can ask? Dust know his son name. He probably know birthdays,
what
social
day he was born, the time he was. Yeah, he know everything. But he don't know that Melo is not a great defensive player. He don't know that. All he knows is shake and bake.
Yo, who
says that anymore?
Dust might be our secret admirer.
Why you say that?
Literally, I get to work at 8:30.
I see he be inboxing you. Like, I be like, dude.
8:30. My man is crazy.
What he doing? He work? He got a job?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm trying to play my man.
I didn't know. I don't know what he do.
Yeah, he got a job. He got a job. Nah,
but I do see that he be inboxing on Instagram. I be laughing. I be like, I be wanting to tune in, but then I be like, if I tune in, I'm tuning in on Basketball Hours, so he would be confused, like, who's talking?
He was last time.
Like, who's
wait,
talking?
who am I arguing with right now? But I would like to see Melo go to San Antonio. I would.
Huh?
San Antonio.
You gonna come off the bench?
For who? You act like they got Duncan over there. So
Popovich ain't playing that bullshit over there. He ain't coming over there thinking he the man.
I feel like Melo never has been in a correctly ran offense at all. And a player like him who has so many different skills needs to be instead
of defense.
Yeah,
defensive skills.
Offensive skills need to be in an offense. And when you have a good coach, they can do something.
Popovich is one of the greatest.
It's called hide you. They can hide you.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, they hide Stephen Curry.
They hide a lot of players.
They used to hide Kyrie too.
Yeah, Kyrie was getting hidden too. They can
talking
hide
all
you.
That shit. I want to be a bad one and run my own team. Want some defense, Kyrie.
Listen, they can hide you. That's why I personally like to see him go to San Antonio, and they will actually run an offense in which Melo in a flowing offense is not going to look like Melo get the ball and red hook us to death. It's not going to look like that.
Yeah, he's not holding. But see, that's why they couldn't run the triangle offense. Well, Phil Jackson, they were stupid, but
Him and the posse.
Yes.
I'm talking about that idiot.
But because he held the ball too much. Can't
But,
hold the ball. But you know who runs the triangle offense?
Who?
Kobe Bryant's daughter.
Oh yeah. He said that in the AAU team, right?
Yeah, he taught them the triangle offense,
that's
and
crazy.
they run the triangle offense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So maybe y'all were dumb. Y'all got a bunch of freaking junior high schoolers running the triangle offense. Maybe Phil Jackson was right, Carmelo. I don't know. I'm sorry. No shade, but
nah,
come on.
Let's
run it.
Let's get about it. I'm tired. I wasn't even feeling good today.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. You being all mean, talking about okay, Shelby, when I said I was running late. That's crazy. You didn't ask me if I was okay.
Because I didn't want to hear it because I felt like you should have been over here earlier.
I wasn't feeling well.
Well, you should stay home.
Okay. I'm not dying. Like,
Just saying.
yeah, I said I'm not feeling well. I'm under the weather.
Okay.
But listen, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to Basketball Way. What's that noise? What's that noise? That's our rolling out noise. What's that noise? We want to thank y'all for tuning in to Basketball Our Way. We appreciate it. Yeah. I like your hat.
Oh, my hat, right? Listen, we're going to be selling these hats. They got our Basketball Our Way on them. You know, just get them while they hot. We'll get some t-shirts because my little brother don't wear hats. So he got a good grain of hair, so he don't like to wear hats. It don't matter.
That's all he got going for him.
When it's 2 degrees outside, you need a goddamn hat on. I don't care how much good grain hair you got.
But now listen, we out of here. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to Basketball Way. Have a good evening. We out of here.